It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They wanna keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge.
All right, Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready? Blue 60!
Watch his slap, watch his slap, watch his slap. He's checking, he's 59!
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. you're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Stafford. James has got it, complete. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
All right. 22.
Hey, let's get there. Check 15. Check 15. Hey, hey. Check 50. Check 50. Check 24. Check 24.
Alert. 29.
Here's Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vita Vea make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
51 for Mike, boy. 51. So we got man.
Speed trip.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
It's our time. It's our time, guys.
X3. 218. Chopper. Hey, exit. Get it.
Throwing Jones. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
5.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard
Now.
line.
Greystone travel.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Go.
Now Jones. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Here we go again.
Recon, 132 fighter. Bang. Rock it. Hit it.
Jones off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Check, lady.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Here we go.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Now Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And it's third down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Kill.
Go.
Kill. Turn up.
Ready.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Jones. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3.
We go. 70, Indy.
Hey, let's go. Come crouch. I got it.
Alpha.
Mike 51.
Hey. Shoot.
Back to throw. Jones. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete here. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you.
6-6. Pull it high. 5.
Now Jones. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Open man has got it. It's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll run it with Jones. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I'm going to hit you all day.
On the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
2 times.
Protein spill.
Jones. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A gain of 26 yards. That's another Buccaneers 1st down.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Jones. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the... Yeah, he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
22.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Flushed out right. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 38, Jones. He'll take a shot for the end. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Lions on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. This is taken at the 18. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check. Yep. Check 13. 5.
Now Jones from the gun on third down. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Set, ready? 18 Gator. Check. Even. Go. Even. Greystone, travel.
31's the mic.
Look at me. Zipper.
It's going to be a long day. 31's the mic.
Now.
You can't block me. You can't block.
Hey, orbit. Recon. 132. Fox. Lee Griffin.
Jones now on 1st and 10. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Alert! Rush in!
Here's Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
That's trash.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Check 9.
They'll get this one to Galladay. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 13-year man puts it through. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do.
He's got a man complete. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Come on,
Jones now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The tackle made there by Jared Davis. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, it's Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Sponge! No!
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop.
I'm coming after you.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Levante David in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Double right.
Watch the ship.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunning.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. It's taken to the 26. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Jones. Going to throw again. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Go. Hey, Delta.
31's the mic.
You don't know no better.
Check 31. Check 31.
Now Jones on 3rd down. In trouble, and he's taken down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch out.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Lions 3.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Middle.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Tight down. There you go. Omaha, ready, move.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he'll be taken down at the 26.
We got this.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
32. Let's go. Come on, man. Pick it up.
Johnson. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's Sam Martin now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Go.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down now, it's Johnson. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a third and 8 more. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw, Stafford. Screenplay, Johnson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrad Davis. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. They go to Johnson again. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 10-yard
line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, Echo. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time.